Hey, Nab here. In this video, I'm going to be going over the patch notes for the game Kinggodcastle 3.6.1. As always, if you're new here, be sure to subscribe, like the video as it helps me out a lot. If you want to support me further, check out my memberships with the join button down below. Alright, boys, I am back with another rundown video. It's been a long time. You know, all these big updates come out when I am on break on videos, but I decided to come back and do a breakdown video for this one because it is pretty big. It is super exciting, so let's just go right into it. I'm not going to save any time, you know, so here you go. Mr. Croco, Hail Kings, April 27th, man, it has been a long time. Season 29, new festival. The past skin is Asiaq. Dude, this skin is amazing. Look at this key art. The Queen of Dead. Okay, this skin is awesome. Look at this skin, dude. I am using her a lot more, and she is also a hero lock character now. So she is definitely. I'm gonna be putting her in my hero lock teams. Actually, I haven't been putting her on my teams because I'm so used to like the original 5 hero locks. So, or I should say backup heroes now, as they call it. The new summon scroll thing is Asiaq and Baldir. Yeah, I kind of missed out on the videos of his release. He's pretty cool hero. Divine Festival. A new Bommy skin. This is pretty cool. Hood with the, you know, white hair. Okay, that's cool. Estia, you know, another new hero I have not covered on the channel. I've been away for a while, guys. But I have also been playing this whole time, don't worry. I just haven't been making videos. No special effects. It looks the same, I believe. But very Lunaire-like. So this is the King pass. All right. So we have that and a lot of balance. This update is huge, boys. Huge. There's so much stuff happening. So season 29 balancing, arena level limit is now 15 and tower trials level limit is 20. So you need a higher profile level to access those modes now. If you haven't been playing the game and stuff like that, they actually raised the profile level, the castle level to 100. Yeah, I totally missed all that in video form, but don't worry, I have been playing, as I mentioned. I just haven't been posting videos. But yeah, so now there's an arena debuff. This is pretty freaking huge. As you know, if you have been away again, they added a 3rd relic slot. You can actually have 3 relics now. Yes, 3 relics. It is insane. As you would imagine, arena has been crazy, raid has been crazy. So to compensate with this, they are adding an arena debuff. You can actually see it right here. So now it's over 50% minus damage, less HP recovery, less protection, less CC, like less everything. It's a debuff. To be honest, they should make a raid debuff. They should make a raid. I have been on the train of that the 3rd relic slot should have like 50% efficiency or something to balance it. But you know, it's up to them. But there's a arena debuff. Arena meta will definitely change. Well, it's interesting to see how this affects comps for sure. Yeah. So that's pretty much what this is. Tower trial now limits smelting to max 10 times each, and then free refresh 2 times each. So you can see in this picture, you can only smelt now for maximum 10. You can't have more. Which is very interesting. No one does Wandering Merchant anyways, unless I've been missing out on Tower Trials like meta. But the smelting limit actually is pretty big in my opinion, because before you could actually smelt, you know, people use blacksmith all the time, right? It's like a staple in Tower Trials. So you would grab the gold scroll, get econ more, then get a book, and then you would econ to like a tier 4 and then blue book it to a tier 5 and then sell that and stuff like that, and you get like basically you get in this loop of smelting constantly. So that will be definitely a hit in Tower Trials and how easy it is to get, like, you know, a perfect comp, for example. Then there's a bunch of balancing. Let's try to go through this, man. This update is huge. Okay, so Kathy, thank goodness, just keep on nerf this hero, please. Attack 14% decrease, amazing. I'm not sure what that is. Level 1 star 7 to 6. I'm kind of I'm not sure. Is that base attack? I'm not sure. Anyway, a less attack. Thank you. All right, Aramis and Aramis nerf. Remember, red is the red color means it's a nerf. Less damage on his quick shot awakening. Awakening 2. Thank you. Yeah, Aramis is still good. Come on. Aramis is still good. He'll always be good. Joel, this buff is very, very good. So good. So before it was when Joel went into his avatar state, he would have reduced damage, right? But before it was just flat, right? Now it's a percent, right? It seems like there's like this trend where the awesome piece is balancing a lot of the flat, you know, the flat numbers into percentages. So yeah, we're looking at that. So now it's a percent damage reduction, which is amazing. So you'll definitely see some rise in Joel. Mara, thank you. I've always thought it should be 10% of the original Mara for Awakening 2. She is always been a terror in, you know, after she was buffed in Reina and stuff like that. Also, this helps with void stacking, right? Because the illusion will die faster. So it goes both ways. Jupiter, spell power increase. There's a huge rise in Jupiter in Reina. So yeah, a nerf on Jupiter. I know Jupiter fans aren't happy about that. But Chang'e, attack speed increase. This is good, but I also think her awakenings need to be revamped, in my opinion. Unless her skill scales with attack speed, but even then, like her skill still is pretty fast casting, right? Like even if her skill scales with attack speed, it's not gonna do too much about her core problems, but I mean, it's good, right? Maybe Chang'e, it's a step in the right direction. Taebaek is nerfed, hella nerfed. I think so nerfed. I mean, so the reason why it's super nerfed is before he was 40 out of 80 mana. So if he ran 10 mage, he could insta cast beginning of round, and we're talking about an arena, right? Or anything, like even in Great Rift, right? So now he starts out with 0 mana out of 60. So even if you have 10 mage, he's not going to insta cast at the beginning of round, which is huge nerf, I think. Huge nerf. Yeah, that's pretty big. That's freaking big. But his second awakening is actually pretty dope. His newest one, you know, a couple updates ago, his second awakening is definitely really good in the go-to. All right, so that is hero nerfs and buffs. Added 5 challenge levels. So basically they added, let's go to the game real quick. I can show you. I've been doing this on the side. So now, as you are familiar with, it goes to phase 10, right? So now they added 5 more levels, yes. But so you need to go back and do all of these to 100%. If you're like me, I need to cap it out on my profile, man. I need all the chapters saying phase 15. I need to complete it. So you actually have to like do it on phase 13, and then you have to do the chapter again for phase 15. And you have to do that for both normal and corruption. It is a pain, but it is what it is. I mean, yeah. And then you get some more rewards, right? You get more gems and stuff like that. So yeah, it's good. It's good. So like, you know, you add, let's look at the challenge levels here. So now you can have more enemy forces, and then you get like 1 additional elite enemy that appears. In my opinion, I'm up to like chapter 5, I think, or no, 6. Yeah, I'm on chapter 6. You know, the people who are like me, who's been playing for a while, it just adds more flavor, I guess. Like it looks different. You have like 1 more extra elite, you know, and stuff like that. So there's definitely like a new, I guess, feel. So I appreciate that. Now you get these like medal tokens now, Knights medals, and that plays into the newest, I guess you can call it mode, Dominion. So in Dominion, there are buildings. We'll look into it. Okay, we'll look into it. But for these medals, it is primarily currently used for Dominion, and this mode, you can even see where it's used for Dominion. But yeah, so we'll get to it. Let's go through the rest of these nodes. So new rewards. Let's look at this. Let's see, normal invasion. So you basically get more rewards. I mean, I'm not complaining. Now in the option menu, you can actually skip measure combat. So at the end, you can actually auto skip that last skip thing. So you don't actually have to like go through it, get to there, and then like manually click skip yes all the time. You can just like totally turn it off. If you're not into dummies like I am, I hate it. I don't care. There's no satisfaction for me to do it. I want to turn it completely off. You can. Awesome. All right. So change corruption artifacts. So now they made this corruption shop. So up here in the battle menu, up here you can see in the game. So now you can get these corruption tokens that you can get by farming corruption invasion, and then in turn you can use those corruption tokens to buy literally any corruption relic that you want. This is amazing. So like for example, in the past, all you had to do was like you would have to do this. And then you would have to like, say for example, you're trying to farm Void Relic, for example, then you have to farm chapter 10 corruption to get Void. That's a bad example, but like say for example, Rapid, right? So Rapid, you need to do chapter 7, or I think it's only chapter 7, right? Yeah, chapter 7. Then you need to farm chapter 7 corruption. But now, if you farm chapter 10 always, you get your Void Relics, you know, or you get your Void tokens, sorry, and you go to your shop. And then say if you want Rapid, well, guess what? You can just buy Rapid, right? You don't need to actually like farm chapter 7 corruption to get Rapid. You can just use shards that you've been collecting from another chapter and then buy the corruption relic that you want. Very nice quality of life. Awesome. Okay. More, you know, the higher chapters that you get for clearing, the more shards you get. And here is the biggest one I'm excited about, bro. Dominion system. I know some people hate this stuff. I love it. This is amazing. So now in the main menu, we can look at the pictures, but you know, let's just do it in game, you know, like I can just show you. So at the bottom here, if you look over in the left side of the game, there is a button called Dominion right here. Look at my town, boys. Look at it. It's so cute. Look, it's all my... You can like zoom in and stuff. I'm playing on an emulator right now, so I can't zoom in. I mean, I can, but I don't feel like figuring it out. But look at it. It is awesome. Look, all these have, you can like click all these little heroes and get this like smile. It's called Vitality, okay? And you know, you can click this, and there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on right now. But you can make your own town. Look at it. It is awesome. And it's very similar to like some other mobile games that you might have seen where there's like a small town. Each building has like a function and like they do certain things. You can upgrade them like an RTS almost. Unfortunately, they don't like walk into the doors or anything, but it is awesome. I love this. I love it. It is one step closer to my dream of having personal quarters, like a movable avatar that I can walk around town. I can like go to my guild mates and say hi. Man, I wish. One step closer, boys. But let's talk. I've been playing around with this myself. When you first go into this mode on your own, there's like this, you know, very small, brief tutorial to get you started. So it is not as overwhelming as you see here. But let's just look at some of the stuff. Let's look at the notes. So there's some pictures. They talk about the medals like I told you. So in invasion mode now, they'll give you these medals that you can use from some stuff in Dominion. And then they tell you some more stuff, some buildings and what they do. You know, to be honest, when you look at this for the first time like I did, you really don't know what you're looking at. There's a lot of information and you're just like, cool. That's pretty much how it's gonna be. Now, actually, they categorize these heroes into like their region, which is awesome. So they added more lore. Can you believe that? More lore. There's some of these things that is used for alchemy. I know there's a lot. There's training camps that increase attack, spell power, HP, attack speed for like your entire hero. That's why they did the arena debuff thing also, because they have buildings here that actually increase your stats of your heroes. There are some decorations that's purely decorative. They don't actually do anything. Like if you see here on my own town, I put like, you know, these nice statues in the corner. They don't actually do anything. It's just pretty cool. There, you know, some more stuff that you don't understand. There's some classifications now. So in this mode, they actually classify heroes as certain like elements, so to speak. So if you go over here, I know it's very confusing. UI at first you're just like, I don't know what I'm looking at, but they actually have like this cool classification thing for each individual hero. There's a thing you can buy, some levels you don't really understand. And that is it. A bunch of bug fixes. You guys can pause the screen or look at it yourself. It'll start eventually. UI issue, and that is it. So let's go into the game. That is it for the actual like notes. But in the game now, they actually like tell you the hero origin. Look at this, South, and it's a tenacity class. So this is strictly. Well, it says bonus from Dominion or other content. So other content is like maybe in the future they have some more maybe hero class makes sense in the future, but they actually have extra lore like Jupiter, South, Element is this one, right? And then like say Baldir, right? So Mystique, West, it's awesome. West, Swiftness, North, it's just more lore. It's amazing. I love it. So basically when you first go in, all right, it'll tell you to build your chamber. All right, so your chamber is like your home, your base, right? Your castle base. So you'll build this first, and then it'll tell you actually to build your inn. So I'll tell you, as of right now, as a first release of the implementation of Dominion, vitality is so important. So it's basically largely time gated, okay? So over time, your guys will have like the smiley faces as you saw earlier, and then you pretty much gather these smiley faces, which is your vitality, okay? And your chamber, there's actually a retrieve vitality button, so you don't actually have to like click each individual hero and claim it. You can just click this and it'll just like retrieve it. And every 10 minutes, I believe, every 10 minutes you can gather that. So I've been getting like around 400 that's like 460, like almost 500 vitality each time. So every 10 minutes, so every 10 minutes you like click it, and I guess you can get more, I'm not sure, but pretty much it's time gated. You get vitality, and vitality is something that you need for literally everything in this mode, like almost everything if you want to progress. So you need vitality to build buildings, you need vitality to upgrade buildings, and yeah, so like some buildings, they're locked off based on your chamber level. Your chamber is like you're literally the most important building in your whole town, because sometimes you can't build buildings based on your chamber level, right? So so for example, if I go to chamber, I go to upgrade, right, it'll tell me I need 8,000 smiley faces, and then 800 actual gold, and then 2 of these things that you get from like we talked about invasion, right? So yeah, we need this, and then you click upgrade, and then it's actually time based, right? So if you go down here, you look like required time 4 hours, right? So when you upgrade, you actually have to wait 4 hours or spend gems to speed that process. So you have these cool things. So I did this. This is the investigate. So I kind of categorize this a certain way. So all up here is my my training camp. So if you look over here, this is the spell power one. If I go to info, when you put, you can assign a hero in there. You can only assign a hero once in your town. So if you see, I have these heroes down here assigned to other buildings. You can only assign it once, similar to like how tower trials work. So I assign them, you get a bonus. So all my heroes get a plus 10% spell power increase. And then if I put a this symbol there, I get a bonus, right? And I get more, right? So I put Haydog in there, of course. And then these are just your, I just built this one. So let's put I believe this is a sword. What's the bonus? I don't remember. Yeah, this one. Bow. Put Kathy in there. And that's it. And then I can upgrade this building, but it requires smileys. And I only have 1,100 up there. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. If you go to your buildings, you can like see everything that you can build. You can actually store buildings too. So like, at least I don't think you can store these, but you can store your deco buildings, your decoration buildings. So if you click store, and then you go here, you can actually store them. So if you go here, this is buying it, okay? You have to go all the way down the list, and then this is your store. It says relocate 1 remaining, so you can actually like just boom. So you can buy a bunch of decos and then like, rearrange it how you see fit. Of course, these buildings, you can actually relocate it for free. Okay, it's not permanent. You can always relocate it, right? So that's good. So I'll tell you that chamber, like I said, very important. upgrade this as much as possible. This actually increases your vitality production, right? So the higher level of your chamber, the higher vitality production that you get. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, that's how much you can get every 10 minutes, I think. Yeah. So that will dictate how much vitality you get for every rotation. And then for your end is your, I would say, second most important. This increases your vitality storage. So if you see 6600 that I can hold right now, so it'll get capped at 6600 and then it won't generate any more, I believe. And then so you need to upgrade your storage, right? So this is your storage, this is your generation, super important here. This is your core mechanic right here that is progressing your castle. And then your third one that's really, well, I mean, these are really important too, right? Because these actually increase your hero stats, right? So these are really important, and everything's important. So this one's actually really interesting, the investigative building. So you unlock this at castle chamber level 2, I believe, and then pretty much you get to send a team out on one of the, it costs you flags. You see these flags? It's kind of similar to Tower Trials if you're not familiar with it. So it consumes a flag when you send a team out to this, and it is an AFK situation where you actually send a team. So if you notice here, defeat vampires, it will take 7 hours and 39 minutes to complete it. It'll take 1 flag and 15 food. It'll cost 15 food, okay? And if I can't click it, but like say, can I spectate this? No. So basically, you see these 4 heroes up here. So you see the flag. So I put 4 heroes, right, of this flag, and I get like a bonus. And then pretty much I get like a buttload of resources. Like I get like Alliance XP, personal XP, gold, and I get like the alchemy thing and all this stuff, and then I just send my team out, and I believe for chapter 10 it's like 10 hours, so I have to wait like 10 hours, and then when they come back, then I get all that stuff. And it cost me like maybe, I believe it cost me 20 food. So it's basically an AFK farm thing. So I send them out, and then in 10 hours I get like a bunch of stuff. So pretty cool, but it is flag gated, unfortunately. And then you can like refresh the shop, stuff like that, or refresh this investigative team. So investigation is pretty awesome, pretty awesome. Oh, see, look, smiley face. You can like click, you know, grab them, you know. You can actually like, you can actually drag the heroes too. It's pretty funny. There's actually a new setting in your in the main menu where you can actually turn off drag, so you don't actually, you know, drag them, but it's pretty cool. You can drag them. Anyway, oh, I can show you guys. So you can click this retrieve vitality button down here. It gets everything. You don't have to click each and every one. And that's it. Yeah, awesome. Anyway, that is it for this update. I will be coming out with videos soon. I just wanted to come out with a video for this update because I was really excited about it, and it's really big, and I will be back soon. Don't worry. Keep an eye out on the channel. Thank you so much for keep on watching my content and following and wanting more videos. I know I want to get back into it too, but yeah, anyways, thumbs if you liked it, subs if you loved it, and I'll see you next one. Later.